A toast to one final night, one final goodbye. This Never Happened is a Tubi original written and directed by Ted Campbell, who did a movie called Final Heist and has done other projects, and was also written by Richard Pierce, who also wrote the movie Final Heist. Thankfully, they didn't call him Dick Pierce because, ouch. And this is set in Mexico City, where a young man named Mateo brings his young new girlfriend Emily to his humble abode, a very, very smart home, where basically his mother had all the money in the world and she is a wealthy, not girl, but an elderly lady, or at least close to elderly. And in the wake of Mateo's father's, wake, his friends gather. They want to have one final night where they just have fun, party, drink some really badly concocted Bloody Marys or cocktails or whatever. And also there's a dark secret among these friends. And if you read the description, you're probably going to gather that much, and if you have seen any movie in, I would say in your entire life, you can see exactly where this whole thing is going. And from there, we have a horror movie. A movie that follows pretty much the same familiar tropes, and does actually, try to at least play on a few of those and have a little bit of fun with its premise, while also taking itself far too goddamn seriously. You know what, though? I had a little bit of fun with this because the movie is so goddamn serious in its tone and its presentation, even with the cliched narrative and the horrible jump scares and the fact that none of these characters have any depth to them. And the story is so threadbare. There's about 30 minutes of material for a near 90-minute runtime. And there is one hilarious scene I'm going to talk about in the spoiler section that made it to where I had to pause the movie, I had to take a breath, I had to take a few drinks and just take a few minutes because I was absolutely losing it. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It is mind-numbingly awful in so many ways, but there's some entertainment to be had. It avoids the worst movies of the year list because at least I got some entertainment out of it. I will say this is by no means a great movie, or even a good movie, or even a halfway coherent movie. It is really, really basic. It's such a basic bitch. And also, the cast, they certainly try. They certainly goddamn try. But some of the choices by these characters, it's insane. And the story, again, so goddamn obvious. But I got some entertainment from the opening minutes of this movie. And when the goofy, horrifying shit started happening. Yeah, if you can't tell where this movie's going to go from about the very beginning, I really don't know what to tell you. It's on Tubi. Tubi is an ad-based streaming service. And it's free, so you just gotta put up some ads and you can see stuff like this. That being said, you'll get some entertainment out of it. I know I goddamn did. And whatever, let's just get into spoilers, because spoilers are where the heart is. 3, 2, 1, spoilers! So, yeah, there is a point in this movie where Emily basically lets it slip that she is on medication that makes her feel numb. So numb, like the lead singer of Linkin Park. Probably a bad example right there. And Mateo's like, you need to be on your meds, because it turns out Emily can communicate with the dead. We see this when she sees the late husband of a shop owner as her and Mateo are heading on their way to this nice house, this smart house, where she's freaking out because she's seen things. She's seen a weird girl. What the hell? Why would she be seeing a weird girl at a house that Mateo and his friends have frequented before? Why would she see that? These friends have nothing to do with how this girl probably ended up there and why her disembodied spirit is basically stuck there and haunting and wanting to possibly get inside Emily. And by possibly, I mean completely inside Emily. So, yeah, we get a lot of hilarity here. And again, if it was taken, or if it was meant to be a comedy, then it succeeded. But the serious nature of this whole thing, you have got to be kidding me. There is no way anybody could have taken this movie so fucking seriously. So, yeah, it's implied. There's a girl, Ale, who, I do have to say, the actress is quite lovely, and the actress that plays Emily is also quite lovely. They at least try. And then there's another character, Mia, I believe. But every other character is just lacking in, anything where it's you can, sink your teeth into, oh, I see exactly, why this person did this or why they did this. Now, the motivations are just really stupid and basic. Again, a basic bitch. So, yeah, it turns out that Allie and Mateo used to date. She still has feelings for him, obviously. And then this other girl reads tarot cards, and it slips that Emily had a grandmother that could communicate with the dead and everything, and then she died. It turns out she was actually put in an institution. This is revealed halfway through, even though, again, you can probably gather exactly where this was going well before they even revealed that. And then, after the wake concludes, the mother scatters the ashes, and the ashes end up blowing in the faces of Nico and Mateo. And then during the tarot card scene, or at least first tarot card scene, because there's a couple, the girl plays with some crystals. And a few of the crystals end up in the pool and summon the spirit of this ghost girl. This ghost girl that met her untimely end because these friends are fucking idiots and cowards and also pretty goddamn evil. It's like I Know What You Did Last Summer, but for stupid people. But so she confesses she sees ghosts, Emily does, and then it's like talking about brouhaha. I kept calling it brouhaha because it's funnier that way because I don't know enough about Mexican folklore. And these special effects are just not good. I mean, then again, it's a low production. But the girl that does the tarot cards at one point is like just doing the stuff, and she's just got the tarot cards out. She's just got the tarot cards out like this, and it's just so funny. And then suddenly they start rumbling, and they start flying at the camera. They start flying at the goddamn camera, at the girl, at the girl. They just keep flying like this. And then eventually, one embeds in her head and kills her. Death by tarot card. It's hilarious. But yeah, just again, more flying of the cards. It's hilarious. And I couldn't stop laughing. And I was like, okay, movie, you won me over there even though you're not good and you're pretty goddamn dog shit in every conceivable way. But you won me over there and I won't put you on the worst list. But then Nico's making some Bloody Marys or smoothies or drinks and blood is in the goddamn smoothie machine. Is that blood pudding? What the hell's he making there? So, yeah, it turns out this ghost can make her see, or make them see things. And then Olivia says, hey, let me in. A little bit earlier, and then the girl dies by tarot cards. How hilarious. How goddamn hilarious. So, yeah, Olivia basically shows Emily what happened. It turns out that Nico and friends basically drugged her and had their way with her. Why? Because they felt that she was beneath them. And then there's goofy blood splatters because Nico meets his end in a hilarious way. And then she has a little Venus flytrap teeth. And then the last 15 minutes are filmed day for night or night for night or what. It was really bad. This color correction was terrible. I thought it was my TV, and then I checked all the devices, and I checked some other reviewers, and they said no, the last number of minutes were pretty goddamn bad. And they basically had to find Olivia's grave where they buried her because they managed, a couple of them managed to escape. And you know a movie's cheap when you can't even wreck the goddamn car. And then Emily basically sees what happens. And in the very beginning of the movie, we saw a girl being buried. And it turned out that was Olivia. And yeah, she was still alive when they buried her. And they freaked out. And now Emily's like, I'm sorry, this is what she wants. She gets possessed again, kills Mateo because everybody else is dead, and puts him in the goddamn grave, hits him with a goddamn shovel. And now everything's fine. She can just go on and do whatever the hell she wants. And then the shop owner says, oh, maybe it is a gift. It depends how you use it. And then she gets back in the Jeep. The Jeep that was either hers or what she stole from Mateo, I really don't care at this point. And she ends up seeing Mateo's ghost. Hears the gurgles on the radio and then sees them in the whole motherfucker. And then we cut the credits. And it's awful. It's absolutely awful. But the tarot card scene and a few other death scenes are pretty funny. This is no My Bloody Galentine, which I found a lot of entertainment from and actually recommend. But if you want to see some really, really goofy shit and tarot cards killing somebody, this is the movie for you, you weirdos. It still gets an F because it is abysmal from a production standpoint and acting standpoint. It's bad. But you gotta check out and see just how bad it is. So, agree, disagree what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritland. I'll see you soon.